Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA trade video. In this one, I'll be discussing the Clippers link to D Angelo Russell, going through a mock trade just about now, and obviously give you a breakdown of what a deal could look like and why each of these teams would want to do it. So here we go. We've got D'Angelo Russell going to the Clippers. They get his expiring deal, which they'll have bird rights on. Then the Minnesota Timberwolves pick up Reggie Jackson to play as a rental point guard. Then they can decide what they want to do with him in the offseason, as he'll likely be more affordable than D'Angelo Russell. Luke Kennard as well, someone that's a great shooter and can really come in and help them. On the last year of his deal, it's a team option, so if they don't want him for some reason or one way or another, they're able to get off that money earlier. And you have those two second-round draft picks, one in 2023 and one in 2025, just to help get the Timberwolves draft stocks back up. You can make a case for a heavily protected first being in there. I would do that as well if I was the Clippers. But on their side of this kind of potential deal, obviously they did strike out on Kyrie Irving and they offered a pretty handsome offer. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but it was an offer that included multiple draft picks, Luke Kennard and Terrence Mann. But in this case, I guess that does show willingness from the Clippers to move and make, changes to the roster in order to make themselves better. An option of that could be D'Angelo Russell, as you can see here. He has been linked with the Clippers for the last couple months, and also reports have come out stating that the Clippers have been monitoring D'Angelo Russell alongside Christian Wood. But yeah, as you bring in D'Angelo Russell, who's a 6-foot point guard, has the ability to play off the ball, obviously has spent time playing at the shooting guard spot. He can find his shots and his rhythm off the ball, shooting a pretty respectable number on catch and shoot threes this season. Overall, for the year, he's averaging 18.1 points, 6 assists, and then 39% from 3 on 7 attempts, and then 46% from the field. He really had been struggling up until December, and then obviously, as of late, his form has really picked up. I guess the narrative around the Clippers would be, one of fans or people wondering why the Clippers would make a move, as they're 7-3 in their last 10 games. However, in the NBA, currently they're the sixth worst team in terms of assists per game, currently sitting at 22.8. So this indicates a lack of playmaking outside, their stars, and getting a guy like D'Angelo Russell, who has shown an ability, especially last season in Minnesota, to quarterback the offense, is really beneficial. And they'll have his bird rights on him as an expiring deal. And owner Steve Ballmer has indicated quite clearly through his habits that it's not a problem for him to spend and go deep into the tax, especially if it means the Clippers will win and be successful. And just one last thing for the Clippers, they have that many players on their roster, they will not possibly be able to play all of them in playoffs time. So in a move like this, you obviously push 2 chips in and you make it into one better piece, with that being trading Luke Kennard and Jackson. But yeah, onto the kind of Timberwolves side of things here. Now, the Timberwolves, in terms of 3-point shooting, in the bottom half of the league, and when you have the likes of Rudy Gobert on your roster, you need to have as much shooting around him as you can. So getting someone like Luke Kennard in on a moderate deal, something that isn't expiring next season if you don't pick up the team option in 2024-25, someone that has shot the light out of the ball, as you guys all probably know, for his career, averaging 43% from 3 on 4 attempts per game, just below 10 points a game as well. Getting someone like Luke Kennard in that roster will be very helpful and allow them to do a few more things on offense, having more spacing. And then you get Reggie Jackson, who probably gives you about 70% of what D'Lo does for 20 million less. Someone you can probably bring back if you wanted to, and then if you didn't, that's one, it's another thing in and of itself. I guess this move's made when the Timberwolves realize they don't want to pay D'Angelo Russell over a certain amount, so they'll have those discussions with themselves and try and determine what they're willing to pay D'Lo, and if they can't really come to terms with that amount, then they'll probably look to move D'Lo, as we've heard and seen. The form of D'Lo lately is going to make it difficult for the Timberwolves to trade him, and given they're very they've got a lot of money committed, and with the Ant Edwards extension coming up after next season, they're going to have to really find creative ways of putting talent around this roster. But getting Reggie Jackson in, you could do a lot worse than that, especially if they do choose to go in the direction of letting D'Lo go because they don't want to pay him. So yeah, the Timberwolves are in a bit of an interesting situation. Maybe if the Clippers offered better draft compensation, that could help them along into making this deal. Now that does do it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And until next time, peace out. Thank you very much for watching.